Okay, quick high level reminder. Here's what we're doing. Just taking a few minutes to practice some foundational skill that is intended to, the better we get at whatever skill we're practicing here, the more we can bake it into our day to day, then my experience, life gets easier. It's become sort of our new normal. So today's theme is this question of, what is reality, and here's what I mean with that. Obviously, we go through life, we have experiences every second of every day. Something's happening, and the way it works is, all five of our senses are constantly picking up data. In fact, some scientists have done calculations, and the idea is every second our skin, our eyes, our ears, all of our senses are picking up all of these inputs from our surroundings all the time. So something like 11 million bits of data every second. And that then obviously mingles with our brain that has memories and has ideas and has a certain outlook on life. And you put the two together, and that is what ultimately creates our subjective experience, or what we would call reality, right? So it's not really an objective reality. It's a thing that our brain processes and makes sense of, and it's a very personal, subjective experience of what reality is. Um, and yesterday we practiced some attention training. This idea of focusing on something that wherever our attention goes, it's what stimulates this reality. And so the themes that I want to focus on today are have to do with awareness. So somewhere in the back, as we're having an experience in any given moment, if we can activate this part of us that is aware that we are, oh, here I am, I'm having this experience. I can feel the sunshine. I can feel whatever the impact is of life as it's coming in. That's a very distinctive experience to have, like being aware that certain things are happening. And then there's this other cool layer that goes on top of it, which we would call meta awareness. So another way to think of this is like being aware that you're aware in any given moment. So it's nuanced, but it's a really interesting experience to tap into. So in today's session, I'm hoping to stimulate that and see if you can notice the distinction or the difference between just pure awareness of what's happening in our subjective reality, and then this other piece of like being aware of the fact that I'm aware of all these things that are happening. So let's try it out. So let's start by grounding. Close your eyes. And speaking of awareness, bring your attention inward and become aware of what's happening on the inside. So maybe just start with the belly. There's no right or wrong here. There's no way anything's supposed to be. So it's really just dropping in and noticing, becoming aware of what the belly feels like right now. And then the chest. When we can slow down enough to actually start noticing what's going on, there's this incredible sort of rich tapestry of sensations, emotions. Moving up to the head. What's it like to have a head right now? With eyes and lips, brain. Just noticing breath coming and going, thoughts coming and going. Just becoming aware of our subjective reality in this moment. And then bring to mind a situation in which you were sort of watching somebody else uh, say things or do things, and it's sort of impacting you a little bit negatively. So it could be, watching a YouTube clip or something that's in the news cycle these days, or it could be somewhat uncomfortable conversation that you're having with someone else. And drop back into that memory. And then again, become aware of what it's like to be on the receiving end of this person. And just watch them. Watch their lips move. Watch their physical expressions, their facial expressions. See if you can just, in a very neutral way, you're not saying anything, you're not reacting, you're just kind of watching them do their thing. And then become aware of how it's affecting you. So bring your attention inward and notice sensations in the body, thoughts or opinions, judgments in the mind. I'm aware of emotions that are being activated by being on the receiving end of them, doing and saying what they're saying. It's really just becoming aware of the subjective reality of being in this situation, how they're affecting you, how you're reacting. Again, there's no should in here. There's no instruction as to, what you should or shouldn't be doing. We're just really just practicing awareness of just watching, noticing, becoming aware of what it's like to be in this situation. And now, in order to become aware of your awareness, imagine yourself hovering above yourself. So you're up at the ceiling in this room. There you are sitting on the couch or wherever you are, either watching TV or in conversation with this person. So becoming aware of what it's like to be aware of your own subjective experience in that moment. You're hovering above it all and just noticing all of the observable things that are happening in this interaction, as well as aware of the internal experience that you're having. So there's a slightly different flavor or nuanced part of that experience. This is meta awareness, like awareness of awareness. Of course, at will, we can sort of navigate in and out of that. So you can drop right back into your subjective experience, maybe noticing irritation or however this interaction is affecting you. Like you can become aware of all of that. And then again, zoom out and hover above the whole situation. And now you're sort of stepping outside of your pure subjective experience, just becoming aware of the whole interaction. That's meta awareness, just awareness of the whole that is being experienced by you subjectively. Take a deep breath in through the nose, long, slow exhale through the mouth, relaxing the belly, the chest, the throat, shoulders, and then hold the exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in and out. So letting go of any remnants of the memory, if it was upsetting or activating in any way, just letting it go. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more in and out. Letting it go, relaxing the belly, the hands, throat, eyes, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes, come on back. And notice as soon as you open your eyes, your subjective reality changes all over again, right? So the cool thing is this is obviously happening all day long. It's involuntary. Like we can't really help but have the experience we're having. But if you layer in this meta awareness piece of noticing yourself being aware of things or wherever your attention is going, it can be a really helpful tool, especially in those situations when you feel like you're getting activated. You can just kind of step outside of it. So hope that one landed and it wasn't too esoteric, but yeah, hope it serves you well. Hope to see you tomorrow for a gratitude session, same time, same place. Be well, everyone.